Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alex. I'm going to be doing a reading here for the collective in just a moment. Decided to clear the energy with some Palo Santo. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you'd like personal readings, the information to do so will be in the description box. You can reach out to me on my Instagram or you could email me directly. And without further ado, we'll see what's going on with the Divine Masculine energy. Guides, spirits, angels, ancestors, please come into the reading to give us clear and concise messages about Divine Masculine. Guides, spirits, angels, please come into the reading to give us clear and concise messages about Divine Masculine. Okay, so right now, currently, Divine Masculine's not feeling totally like a Divine Masculine. I have the reverse of the Emperor coming out, and normally the Emperor upright means like Divine Masculine is in his power and is feeling confident, and I feel like right now Divine Masculine's not feeling confident right now. Normally the Emperor is someone that like either owns property, owns a business, and definitely owns their emotions and their actions. I feel like right now Divine Masculine's not feeling totally himself or herself. I say himself or herself because Divine Masculine's just the energy. It can very well be a male or female. But as a whole, I feel like they're not totally confident in where they stand with the Divine Feminine. I feel like they're kind of alone on their throne. They're not feeling empowered. They're just not feeling powerful at the moment, which I feel like is the energy at the moment. I've tried to do this reading many times before. I've tried recording this reading so many times throughout the day, and I feel like the energy was just disheveled and unsure, and I feel like that's kind of how the masculine's feeling right now. They feel disheveled, unsure of themselves, unsure of the bond that you guys share, not sure whether the Divine Feminine really even wants to be with the Divine Masculine anymore. Let's see why they feel this way. So they feel kind of out of commission, the Divine Masculine. I feel like they're spending a lot of time alone. They're spending a lot of time looking at the clock, like time isn't passing by very fast. And I feel like it's causing them to feel stagnant in their life. I feel like as a feminine, I can relate to that energy. I feel like the energy is kind of mirrored, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. I almost said Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day is coming up, and I feel like the Divine Masculine's unsure of who he's going to be spending Valentine's Day with. They're unsure whether the Divine Feminine is with someone else or will be with someone else for Valentine's Day. I feel like it's kind of gotten them to feel kind of low, and they're maybe just focusing on their mental health at the moment. And again, they're looking at the clock. I feel like time is passing by very slowly for them, and they're not sure what to do with their spare time, if they have spare time. And if they are resting during their spare time, I feel like they almost feel guilty for resting. I feel like they maybe want to be doing something else with their time, but they're not sure what they should be doing. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse coming out. I feel like they've taken a really long time to offer the Divine Feminine something substantial. And I feel like they're kind of frustrated with the fact that they're taking a while as well. But with it being reversed, I feel like the Divine Masculine is deciding that they want to come forward and give a substantial offer sooner than later. Especially, like I said, with Valentine's Day right around the corner, I feel like Divine Masculine's feeling like they need to act. What might the Divine Masculine be doing currently? Guide, spirits, angels, ancestors. They feel, well, they're very emotional. I feel like they may be offering the Divine Feminine possibly a date or an opportunity to show up for them. I feel like divine masculine hasn't showed up for the feminine in quite a while. And like I said, that energy has also frustrated them. I feel like they want to see the feminine dressed nicely for them. I feel like in the past, maybe they have been with feminines that didn't really get worried or nervous when they met the divine masculine, and they want to be with someone that gives them the butterflies. They want to be with someone that also kind of makes them nervous. I know being nervous isn't necessarily the greatest thing in the world to feel, but I feel like nervousness also equals excitement for this divine masculine. I also feel like the masculine might be older than the feminine. I'm just getting that because I'm looking at the cane right now, and this feminine on the card is holding a cane, and I feel like the divine masculine may be older than the feminine. That's just some energy that I'm getting. What else? What else? I feel like the divine masculine in the past has been out in the cold on their connection. They may have kind of withdrawn, but they want to kind of re-enter their energy with the divine feminine. They want to see where the feminine kind of holds them. I feel like the feminine has not really invested in the divine masculine energy in the recent past. And the divine masculine kind of wants to come back into some sort of connection with them. They feel like they're at a loss, and they may have felt depressed in the past not talking to the feminine. I do feel like the divine masculine and divine feminine have not spoken in a while. The divine masculine definitely is in their sexuality. I feel like the divine masculine is feeling, I want to say, robust. They have like a very healthy sexual energy that they kind of want to dive into. I feel like if the divine masculine hasn't been with a feminine in the past, it's because he's withholding his sexual energy for the right person. And I'm getting energy about like horsepower, because the horse is on the card. They may have a car that has horsepower, maybe some sort of a truck, and that may be the last memory that he has. But the divine feminine is being in a truck or in a car, talking to the divine feminine. We have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. I feel like they want to offer something substantial, but what they're really going to do is offer something small to kind of test the waters out, to see where the divine feminine actually lies in their energy, to see if the divine feminine is willing to give to the divine masculine energetically. I'm also getting energy that they might actually even be like praying on candles. They might actually, just like the divine feminine, use candles as a sense of comfort, but also as a sense of a way to manifest the divine masculine. And maybe they're using candles as well to manifest. We have the Chariot coming out, and I did say that we have the holiday coming up for Valentine's Day. I feel like the divine masculine does not want to be alone for Valentine's Day, and they're assessing who they could kind of bring into their lives for this holiday, who they would like to spend the holiday with. I think that's what's driving them at this point. They might also operate a large vehicle for work. It doesn't have to be like an iron vehicle, but it could be they ride or, I'm getting the energy that they operate a large vehicle for work. It could be a truck, it could be some sort of machinery, but I do sense that the divine masculine's coming forward, and they're coming forward quickly. I was going to ask how the divine masculine feels about the divine feminine. Some cards dropped, and I won't take them until I ask the question. How does the divine masculine currently feel about the divine feminine? How does the divine masculine currently feel about the divine feminine? How does the divine masculine currently feel about the divine feminine? They feel like there's a struggle in the relationship. Maybe there's a struggle for attention. Maybe he's fighting for the divine feminine's attention. Or he feels like he could be fighting other people for their divine feminine's attention. Sorry, guys. I feel like maybe they think that there might be a couple options the divine feminine has, and they feel like they have to act quickly and come forward and kind of earn the attention of the divine feminine. What else? We have the Ace of Cups. They have a lot of emotion for the divine feminine. They think the divine feminine's multifaceted. They feel like the divine feminine puts her energy into everything that fills her own cup, but then also at the same time is able to use her emotion to fill the cups of others. We have the Knight of Swords coming out, and I feel like the divine masculine is defending the divine feminine's name to other people. I feel like if other people are saying anything ill about 11:11 on the clock, by the way, if the divine feminine is not being spoken to or about kindly by other people, the divine masculine is willing to step forward and defend. And I'm going to say defend their name. Maybe people have been saying or spreading rumors about the divine feminine, and I feel like the divine masculine is now kind of stepping forward and speaking up about how they actually feel about the divine feminine. Maybe it was kind of a secret in the past, or maybe their friends and family were not sure about how the divine masculine truly felt about the feminine. But I feel like now, if people are talking about the feminine, the divine masculine is piping in. I almost wanted to say piping hot. Maybe the divine masculine's drinking a lot of warm drinks right now, teas, coffees, because of the weather. But you could be drinking a warm beverage while watching this video. That could just be some channeling that I'm getting. But as far as the divine feminine's concerned, I feel like she's waiting for the divine masculine to come forward and really actually speak up for the divine feminine, but to the divine feminine. Because it's good the divine masculine is sticking up for the divine feminine in front of other people. But if the divine feminine doesn't know that, and if the divine feminine doesn't know how the masculine truly feels, it's a little difficult for her to gauge, how to go about contacting the divine masculine. Maybe the divine feminine hasn't contacted the masculine in a while, and the divine masculine is a little confused. We have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is like the lifelong happiness, like the happy family. I feel like this is what the feminine's dreaming about, but the masculine is also thinking about this as well. What else for the divine masculine currently regarding the feminine? I feel like the divine masculine is in a pretty good place of knowing their worth and knowing what they have to give. I just feel like the masculine has not shown the feminine this, and I feel like the masculine has not shown the feminine in a while that they are worth it or that they are prized. I'm hearing prized possession. Maybe I don't want to view people as possessions or things, but I feel like sometimes the masculine views the feminine as something that they can, I don't want to say own, but something that they can win over. Why am I saying win over? I feel like the divine masculine feels that the feminine's not paying attention to their energy anymore or giving in to the situation. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles coming out, which are counterparts. I feel like the divine masculine does see the feminine as their counterpart, as someone of value, as someone of worth. I feel like that with the King of Pentacles, I feel like the masculine is concentrating on their finances in order to put their finances into the right avenues. The divine masculine might also be investing their money into different endeavors at this point. Anything else about the divine masculine? Anything else about the divine masculine? Ooh, we got a couple cards coming out. Divine masculine may be burdened by the past, the chances they didn't take, the opportunities they didn't, get a hold of. And maybe the divine masculine feels like if they reach out to the divine feminine, they're not going to get a hold of them, that they might not answer them. I feel like in the past, the divine masculine may have been drinking to kind of not think about the connection, but I feel like they're not really trying to act in that behavior. I feel like they'd rather come forward at this point rather than like drink their sorrows away and drink away their problems. I mean, it's going to be a kind of a romantic holiday coming up, so I feel like this would be the opportune time for the divine masculine to show the divine feminine how they truly feel. But I do feel like in the recent past, the divine masculine has been drinking in order to try to forget about the divine feminine and their connection. What else? I do see a sense that the divine masculine wants to start over with the divine feminine. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Swords is almost like betrayal and lies and deception, and with it in reverse, I feel like the divine masculine doesn't want to lie or be deceptive about how he feels about the divine feminine at this point. I feel like this is an opportunity for the divine masculine to show the feminine how they truly feel about them. So let's see if we have any other information coming through with the masculine. What might be their next actions that they're going to take? What might be the next actions that they're going to take towards the feminine? Queen of Pentacles. We have two Queen of Pentacle cards that are coming out. I feel like they definitely want to show the divine feminine that they're worthy in their eyes, that they're worthy of love, that they're worthy of the masculine. I feel like in the past, they may have treated the feminine like they're not good enough for the masculine, but I feel like that was just kind of the masculine maybe not feeling confident about themselves, and they kind of put that on the feminine, you know what I mean? Made it seem like the feminine wasn't good enough, but really it's just how the masculine was feeling at that time. I do feel like the masculine's got his hands in a lot of different things, or maybe the masculine has a lot of options of people that he wants to spend time with, but I feel like the feminine is just really showing up heavily, and they're having a hard time forgetting about the feminine and forgetting about the connection that they had. I feel like the divine masculine is definitely going to reach out to the feminine. That's their next action, is to reach out to the feminine, because if they see a sense of worth in the situation and that the situation will go smoothly, I feel like the masculine will take their chances. What else might be the divine masculine's next move? What might the divine masculine say to the feminine? What might the divine masculine say to the feminine? I feel like the divine masculine has been on a search for the right partner for a long time, and they've for a long time debated on whether they want to go back to the feminine, and I feel like there's no other way. They're the map, and the divine masculine realizes that the impressions they make at this point are going to be imperative in order to gain the trust of the feminine. Trust is really big too, and if we're looking at the Martyrs map, you know how the footprints are going along on the map and you could see where people go. I feel like the divine masculine knows that they wouldn't be able to hide from the divine feminine, that the feminine would know where they go and who they talk to. And I feel like in the past, when the masculine wanted to be a little bit like private and maybe sneaky, I feel like they're not trying to be as sneaky. In the Martyrs map in Harry Potter, I know only certain people can see the map, but and the footprints sometimes disappear or they reappear. I feel like the masculine has a better hold on their intentions, and I feel like intention is everything at this point. What might the divine masculine be saying to the divine feminine? Also that they don't want to hide how they feel anymore. and that the divine feminine's way may have been the best way, and they in the past may have not realized that. I think they also want to tell the feminine that there's a lot of chemistry, that they both want the same things, and the divine masculine didn't realize at the time that they were actually more aligned than they were. I feel like they do have a similar life path, especially if it's a twin flame connection, but they do have a similar path, and I feel like the divine masculine's finally kind of coming to the conclusions that that's what's making them still kind of stay attached to the feminine. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading right there. I'm probably going to do another divine masculine read in a little while and kind of keep up with the divine masculine energy for a couple days. But until I do that, I'll see you guys for another reading. If you'd like to check out any of my other readings, go ahead and do that. Time is fluid, so even if I recorded the videos a couple months ago, they will be relative to you right now and should resonate. So we'll see you next time. Bye.